Hey, Greg,
Hello.
could you please talk to me about ADHD info dumping?
Yes, I can talk to you about info dumping. All right, so this feels like a personal attack. So when we have a specialist subject, a thing that we love, a thing that we care about, a thing that we're interested in, considering many of us are nerds, and we get excited about it, we want to share that. We tend to not be able to stop sharing it once we get started, though. So as an example, I'm sure you'll understand. You've never read a Hellboy comic in your life, and yet you know all about every single facet of all of the Hellboy comics. I know you know that because I spent 3 hours info dumping one Wednesday night years ago because I just couldn't stop. I was so excited to tell you about what happened in the comic book. The problem I find that I have with info dumping is that we get so excited that it's not linear. So, like, instead of telling you about, like, chapter 1, we'll tell you about this cool thing that happened in chapter 15 that you have no idea about, and then we feel like we have to correct by telling you what you missed, and eventually we end up back at the beginning of the story we're trying to tell you, but by then we've kind of overloaded you with too much stuff that isn't linear. I can't remember the last time I had a proper, like, full-blown, like, word vomit info dump. But it was probably a couple months back when my brothers asked me about Warhammer, and 4 hours later, we were still talking about the story of Warhammer because I just couldn't stop. I do try and put it into some kind of linear path. I do try and sort of prep myself before I start talking, but yeah, info dumping is especially specialist subjects. Like, it doesn't have to be nerdy stuff like science, music, trivia, whatever. We just purge, you know?
So, question,
Yeah.
do you ever recognize mid-purge?
Yeah, but it's too late. It's happened a few times, like with friends and stuff, where I'll just start info dumping and then I'll like sort of catch myself halfway through, like take a breath and go, screw it, I gotta finish now. So it's like I know that I'm putting too much information on a human being, but I'm excited. I want that person to know what I know. But it's always it's sort of a theoretical thing because essentially what we're doing is we're spoiling everything without sort of giving you the opportunity to either watch or read or experience what we've experienced. So it's like third party information, but we've thrown so much of it at you that there's no point in you now trying to go and deal with that specialist subject yourself. Makes us great in pub quizzes, though.
How many have you won? The specific ones?
Specifically, I think every Star Wars quiz I've entered, I've won. And Marvel and some music rounds I'm pretty great at as well. So yeah, we should do a pub quiz soon.